morning, my dear students of class 7. Welcome to the online classes. Today, we'll be doing the same chapter, that is kingdom classification, and the topics which we are going to cover are kingdom Monera. So, specifically, we'll be studying only about the first kingdom, kingdom Monera, under which we'll be covering bacteria, types of bacteria, useful and harmful bacteria. So let us start this topic. In the previous class, I told you that all the living animals, organisms in this world are categorized in 5 kingdoms. Do you remember the gentleman who did that? W.H. Whittaker. Okay? So, he told that there will be 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, fungi, plants and animals. So, today we will be dealing only about Monera. So, kingdom Monera, this is not there in your book, but for your information I have put this. The term Monera has originated from a Greek word Moneras. That means single. Okay? Monera comes from a Greek word Moneras, that is single. Now the characteristics of this kingdom, it has only bacteria as its member. So bacteria is the only member of kingdom Monera. They are the most abundant organisms on earth. You will be surprised to know that they are maximum in number. They are smallest, very small. So you cannot see them with your naked eyes, unaided eyes. So you have to use the microscope to see them. All of you like curd, right? And in 1 spoon of curd, you will have millions of bacteria. They are so small that in 1 spoon you will have millions. They are found almost everywhere. They are in air, they are in water, they are in atmosphere, everywhere. Even in the extreme conditions they are present. Such as hot springs. In Sikkim, you must have visited hot spring where you get warm water. They are also present in deserts. They are there in the snow, deep oceans where you cannot imagine life. Such extreme conditions, still this bacteria can survive, can exist. Okay? Now these are the various types of bacteria. Now we will be discussing about different shapes and different types of bacteria. So these are the ones. Now some more information about bacteria. The features of such organisms are, they may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. What is the meaning of autotrophic? Autotrophic means they can prepare their own food, they can manufacture their own food. Heterotrophic means they depend on someone for their food. Okay? So this members of kingdom Monera, they can be autotrophic, that means they can prepare their own food, or else they depend on others for food. Their cells are microscopic. They are very tiny, very small in size, so you can see them only through the microscopes. They have rigid cell wall. Their cell wall is rigid. They reproduce asexually by binary fission. In the previous video, I had shown you how a bacterial cell, a bacterium, divides into 2 by binary fission, splitting into 2. So you are already aware about it. Now here you can see once again various types of bacteria. Now this is the most important part, the shapes and types of bacteria. When you are talking about the types and kinds of bacteria, it is based on their shapes. So all the four diagrams which you see here, you will see the shape is spherical, here it is rod shaped. Okay, some are like springs, spiral shape and comma shape. So on the basis of their shapes, they are divided into various kinds. The first one is the spherical coccus. If they are spherical in shape, we call them coccus, and singular is, coccus, plural is cocci. This bacteria is spherical in shape. It occurs as a single cell. Now here you see, it is spherical in shape. Now, if it is single, we call it monococcus. That means mono means one. So, if they are single cell, we call them monococcus. If they are in the group of two, here you can see group of two, we call them diplococcus. Such as Neisseria gonorrhoeae in long chains. If they are in long chains, we call them streptococcus. And if they are in bunches, we call them staphylococcus. Such as streptococcus pneumonia. Streptococcus pneumonia causes bacterial pneumonia in human beings. So this is a disease caused by this bacteria called Streptococcus pneumoniae. It causes pneumonia. You must have heard about pneumonia. Now, if it is spherical, we call it coccus, plural is cocci. If they are one single cell, monococcus. If they are in group of two, diplococcus. If they are in chains, okay, one after the other in the chains, they are called streptococcus. If they are in bunches, staphylococcus. And as I told you in the beginning, that we'll be learning about useful and harmful bacteria. So this is the example, one of the harmful bacteria, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae. What it does? It gives the humans a disease called pneumonia. Okay. Now let us come to the next one, that is the rod-shaped bacteria. Rod-shaped bacteria. We call them, singular is bacillus and plural is bacilli. This is a rod-shaped. So this one's rod-shaped. This bacteria, they may have flagella or they may not have flagella. Flagella is the locomotory organ. It may occur as a single cell or in chains, just like the previous one. They may be found single or else they may be found in chains, in a group. Lactobacillus, Pseudomonas and Bacillus. These are the few examples of Bacillus bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria. Once again, Lactobacillus, Pseudomonas and Bacillus. Okay. So some of the names of the bacteria and other biological terms may be difficult to pronounce, but no problem. In the days to come, you will learn all this. So, for you, what is important? Whatever I teach, when you watch the video, you take out your textbook also, and along with the textbook, you can pronounce them. Now, Escherichia coli or E. coli, you must have heard. Whenever you go for blood test in the labs, then they say the E. coli is increased. So this is Escherichia coli. is an example of rod-shaped bacterium which lives in the intestine of humans. So this is one of the harmful bacteria which is there present in the intestine of human beings. So first one was spherical in shape, coccus, bacillus is rod-shaped. Now we are coming to the third one, which is spiral shape. So this is here you can see this is spiral shape. When I talk about this spiral, you can compare to it as some of the ball pens may have springs. Okay, so that is the spiral shape. Spirillum, and the plural is spirilla. This is spiral shaped bacteria. It exists only as a single cell. Here you cannot see them in groups, in the chains. They are single. They are found single. Treponema and Campylobacter. These are the few examples of this type of spiral shaped bacteria. It also makes the soil fertile. So these are the bacteria which are useful. They make the soil fertile. And the last one here is the comma shaped Vibrio, and plural is Vibrious. So Vibrio bacteria, they are comma shaped. Here you can see they are comma shaped. It is short, curved or comma shaped bacteria. So they may be short, curved or comma shaped. Vibrio cholera, which causes cholera in humans, is an example of Vibrious. So once again, this is a harmful bacteria and it causes cholera, which is a kind of disease in human beings. Now, types of bacteria. So basically there are two types of bacteria: harmful bacteria and useful bacteria. So here I want to tell you one thing. The moment the term comes bacteria, we think all are bad, all are dangerous, all are harmful, but that is not true. Very few of the bacteria are harmful, but most of it they are very, very useful. So first we'll be learning about the useful bacteria. Now some points are there to show how these bacteria are useful to us. There are some bacteria that are helpful to us and other living organisms. Let us discuss about the benefits of some of them. They have ability to decompose organic waste. The waste which we dump somewhere, all these can be decomposed by bacteria. So they are very, very helpful in decomposing the organic waste. So they are used in sewage disposal. What is sewage? The drains which come out of your house, which contains the dirty water, even the human excreta. Okay, these are called sewage, and to dispose them, bacteria are there and they are cleaning the earth by doing that. Certain bacteria live in the digestive tract of animals like goats, cows and sheep. Now these bacteria help them to digest cellulose. As you know that plant cells are made up of cellulose. We cannot digest them, but these herbivorous animals like goats, cows and sheep, how do they digest it? It is just because of the help of some of the useful bacteria. What they do, they break down the cellulose into simpler substances. The next one here is some bacteria help in generating biogas. Have you ever heard about biogas? LPG gas you must have heard, which you use in your kitchens. But if you go to places here also in Sikkim, you will find that with the cow dung and all, biogas is prepared. So here also bacteria plays an important role to produce this biogas. And that gas can be utilized for many purposes, even in cooking. Some more features of this useful bacteria, how do they help us? Certain bacteria feed on oil and help to clean oil spills in seas and oceans. In seas and oceans, there are many ships carrying oil, okay, and they spill also oil in the sea, making it dirty. They pollute the water. So here this bacteria play their role and clean this oil spills. They feed on oil. Surprising. Now alcohol and citric acid are obtained by the action of bacteria. There are many industries where bacteria are used. Now here also you can see alcohol, citric acid, all these are manufactured with the help of bacteria. Now lactobacillus help in making curd. The curd which you enjoy in your daily meals is prepared with the help of bacteria named as lactobacillus. It converts lactose, that is a milk sugar, into lactic acid and helps in the formation of curd. So curd is prepared with the help of lactobacillus bacteria. Some bacteria are also used in manufacturing medicines. So they are very, very important because medicines are manufactured with the help of bacteria. Antibiotics which we take whenever we are suffering from some diseases, vitamin B complex, tablets and insulin, all these are made by bacteria or with the help of bacteria. They are used in tanning of leather. Have you ever visited any leather factory? From where this leather comes? It comes from the animal skins. So this animal skin, when it becomes the leather in this process, that process is called tanning. Okay? And here the bacteria are utilized to tan the leather, to change them from animal skin to the leather. And then they make various products such as your shoes, jackets, belts, etc. So they are used in tanning of leather and also in retting of fibers in jute plants. In plains, they cultivate jute and that is kept in the field itself with water, and there this bacteria, they separate the fibers and ultimately we get jute out of it, with which we prepare many products. Nitrogen present in air cannot be utilized by the plants. All of us, we know that nitrogen is required by the plants. It is a nutrient for them. But plants directly cannot take nitrogen from the atmosphere. It has to be there in the soil in the form of nitrates. So here some bacteria are there. We call them nitrogen fixing bacteria. What they do? They convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates and then plants can take it easily as nutrients. However, rhizobium, so the name of the bacteria is rhizobium. It lives in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means all kinds of dal. Dal, you know? So various kinds of dal, lentils. So in their root, some nodules are there. Okay? And there only you will find this rhizobium bacteria. What they do? These are pea, gram, bean, all these are leguminous plants. They absorb nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert it into nitrates, which serves as a natural fertilizer for plants. It is also one of the nutrients for plants. And the last one here is bacteria are also used in manufacture of tea, coffee and cocoa. All of you take tea here and coffee also. Now, for tea also there are different varieties depending on their flavors. How do we get different flavors? Just because of bacteria. So tea factories, they use this to manufacture tea, and same way coffee and cocoa. Now this I have kept for you. We are not all bad. So as I told you, when you think about bacteria, don't think they are harmful, they are bad, they are dangerous. They may be useful also. Most of them are useful. Now the last one, harmful bacteria. Now, some of the bacteria, they are harmful as well. They are responsible for spoiling of food. Food is spoiled because the bacterial action. Rotting of fruits, vegetables and meat, and souring of curd. So I need not to explain it. The fruits, vegetables and food, they get spoiled, they get rotted. And when the curd, if you keep it for longer duration, it becomes sour. That is also because of bacteria. Now this one is dangerous. They cause diseases in plants and animals and also human beings. Example is cholera, which is a very dangerous disease. Tuberculosis, TB, pneumonia, diphtheria, leprosy, tetanus and whooping cough. These are some of the diseases caused by bacteria in human beings. So very, very important for you to know all these diseases: cholera, tuberculosis, pneumonia, diphtheria, tetanus, leprosy and whooping cough. Now, some also cause UTI infection, urinary tract infections. Certain bacteria like Escherichia coli. So when they are there in your body, they cause gastroenteritis, urinary tract infection. In short, we call it UTI. Now, Salmonella causes typhoid in human beings. We also get sometimes food poisoning, that is also because of bacteria. Tuberculosis is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So the name of the bacteria is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It causes TB in human beings, tuberculosis. So now we have come to the end of this session. Now you know bacteria, different kinds of bacteria according to their shape, useful and harmful bacteria. Now one piece of information is there for you. Do you know Ionella saccharensis is a bacterium that is capable of breaking down plastics. Whenever you drink water or maybe some other soft drinks, it comes in the plastic bottles. So once you consume that, you throw it. And it is the biggest problem nowadays, the plastic pollution. We can get rid of this because of this bacteria, because they can consume, they are capable of breaking down plastics and can therefore help contain the crisis of plastic pollution that the world is facing today. So with this topic comes to an end. Kingdom Monera. Stay at home, stay safe and have a great day. Okay? Thank you very much. We'll meet again.